What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Symphony, and for today's video I wanted to do a Q&A. That way you guys can get to know me a little bit better. But before we get started, gotta plug the Instagram. I'll have a picture over here, and I will have the links to my other social media platforms in the description box below. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Let me know what's going on. But anyway, let's jump right into the video. Oh God, okay. All right, so this is happening. I really hope that people ask me questions because I feel like this would be really bad if like no one asked me questions. I have my phone. I'm getting ready to go on Instagram and ask people to ask me questions, if that made sense. So let's go on into Instagram here. I've got some preloaded pictures here. I think I want to use this one. Let's see. Okay. Questions. What do I say? Ask me questions. Ask me questions. Will respond. Will post. What do I say? Making a. Oh, wanna help me with a Q&A video? Leave me questions. Oops, that's not how you spell questions. Leave me questions here. Want to help me with a Q&A video? Leave me questions. Ah! Okay, that's great. Okay, do I put like an emoji? Leave me questions here. I am sweating, so I'm gonna put that. That's massive. Okay, let's do that. I love GIFs or GIFs or whatever. So I'm gonna find one that like has someone doing either the shoot dance or something. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's what's up. Wanna help me with a Q&A video? Leave me questions here. Boom, it's going down. I double check these things like 30 times. Okay, she's ready. Boom, no looking back. No turning back now. And now we wait. Okay, it's been posted and now we're just gonna wait for people to submit their questions and we'll see what happens.
24 hours later.
Okay, so right now my camera setup is like taller than me, which is really funny. Let's get started. Woo. What's up, guys? So it's been 24 hours since I posted the Q&A prompt on my Instagram, and now the time has come to answer those questions for you guys. So stay tuned. Let's jump right in. Question 1. What is your favorite thing about Duke? My favorite thing about Duke is probably the campus. I just love the way that it's designed, configured. Everything about it is just great and feels like it could be a second home. I love the students. The student body is just super interesting, just super diverse. And I love learning from my peers and hearing different perspectives. You know what? The food is pretty good too. So a combination of those three things. Second question, any advice for a student trying to get into Duke? My biggest piece of advice would probably be to be yourself. I know students in high school really want to make a good impression to these colleges and show them these things that they think they want to hear, but I think that it's super valuable to just fully own your essence of who you are and be sure to like express that as best you can in your essay. So that's what I would recommend. Oh my God, who's better? Dallas or Dallas? Neither. So that answers that. I'm just joking. For those of you who don't know, Dallas is like my brother, my soulmate, love of my life. I'm probably gonna put in a picture somewhere over here. Okay, so fourth question. Did you ever think that you were going to get into Duke? Honestly, I didn't know where I fell when it came to the whole admissions process. I was just fingers crossed, legs crossed, everything was crossed, hoping that I would get in. Honestly, I worked really hard. I wasn't the smartest kid in my grade. I wasn't even close to being valedictorian or salutatorian. I just worked really hard. And so yeah, if that answers that, I'm happy to be here. I couldn't see myself going anywhere else. Duke has been wonderful. It's been, I know that sounds so cheesy, like if Duke people are watching this, they're gonna be like, turn away now while you have a chance, go somewhere else. But like, yes, it's rigorous academically and almost in every other aspect, but I've just learned so much about myself and I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. So I'm happy that I'm here. What are you planning to do once you graduate? So right now the plan is for me to start applying to jobs and hopefully have a job by graduation, but I'm also open to a break because I'm usually burned out by the end of school, and I know that this year in particular is not going to be forgiving. Yeah, I'd like to get a job. I might go to grad school eventually, but right now it's not in the picture, just because I want to get work experience and like have that hands-on knowledge before applying to a particular department that I'm not even sure that I want to pursue. So that's the plan. That's the game plan. My favorite class that I've taken so far has been editing for film and video, and it's actually an arts of the moving image class. I just feel like it really challenged me in ways that I hadn't been challenged before as an editor. And yeah, how many hours a week do you spend on your videos? Well, depending on the video, it could range anywhere from like an hour and 30 minutes up to like 12 or 13 plus hours. So whenever I'm doing those like 20-minute vlogs, the weekly vlogs, those can take several days to edit. But like regardless of the length that the editing takes, I really don't mind it. I love every minute of it. And I feel like I'm always learning something new as I go through the editing process, and you know, I learn more about like my editing style and what I want to convey to my viewers. So yeah, will Duke look at other things on my app if my test scores aren't that great? Yes. So Duke isn't looking to have a student body that is just filled with perfect SAT score students. That wouldn't be like interesting at all. I know me personally, my scores were far from perfect. And that kind of gets into the second part of the question. What were your test scores? I won't answer that. I had decent test scores, but keep in mind that they weren't perfect. And schools aren't necessarily looking for everybody to have perfect test scores, because that would just not yield a well-rounded and diverse student body, you know what I mean? So I don't know, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't get a perfect score. I'll leave it at that. What do you learn in your major? So I am a visual and media studies major, and within the major we have 13 courses to complete the major, and 3 of those are core classes. And within those 3 core classes, we deal a lot with like theory. So essentially we analyze the works of different theorists and like scholars and analytical people, and we essentially just draw discussion points from them and talk in class and do presentations. But essentially those theorists are looking at how media impacts our society and how we as viewers give images meaning. There's a lot of freedom within my major, and I just happen to choose to go more with like the practice of like, for example, editing and stuff like that. So yeah. I believe that was my last question, so that is going to wrap up my Q&A. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And I would also appreciate it if you click that subscribe button down below, and also be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I post. I will see you guys next week with another video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
On my grind, no, on my grind, on my grind, no, on my grind, on my grind.